Hi, Vencore Weather meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, October 9th, a chilly morning here in the I-95 corridor. Most suburban locations are down in the 40s this morning. It'll turn out to be a rather nice day with plenty of sunshine today, although a bit breezy at times, and again, on the cool side of normal for most areas along the I-95 corridor. The weather goes downhill tomorrow. It looks like a soaking rain event from D.C. to Philly to New York City tomorrow night into early Saturday. Somewhat unsettled for Saturday afternoon and Sunday. Cannot rule out a couple of showers, but also cannot rule out a few intervals of sunshine later Saturday and again on Sunday. It'll turn milder early next week, and it looks like a heavy rain event is possible in the Tuesday night, early Wednesday time frame of next week as another cold frontal system slowly pushes towards the East Coast. Well, let's take a look at the current surface map. Excuse me. First of all, cool air has now penetrated all the way down into the southeastern part of the nation. Again, temperatures in the 40s in many of the suburbs of the big cities this morning in the I-95 corridor. This is the area of interest to monitor for the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Low pressure out in the south central part of the country will tend to ride along this frontal boundary zone right into the I-95 corridor for tomorrow night, producing a soaking rainfall up and down the I-95 corridor tomorrow night. It'll begin during the day on Friday and end early Saturday, but the focus for the heavy rain, the steadiest rain, looks like tomorrow night from D.C. to New York City. Again, later in the weekend, Saturday afternoon, especially Sunday, a bit better weather. But even in that time frame, you cannot rule out another shower or two. Well, here's a look at the current nationwide radar map from mesonet.org. Again, a very nice day here for the most part in the Mid-Atlantic region with rain-free conditions, plenty of sunshine, a bit breezy at times and a bit on the cool side, but dry. Notice to the south and west, however, lots of moisture out over the Ohio Valley and even more moisture out in the southwestern part of the U.S. A lot of this moisture is from the remains of Tropical Storm Simon that pushed in off the eastern Pacific into the southwestern U.S., and some of that is moving right into the picture here, into the central part of the U.S. And this will be kind of a conveyor belt. There will be a frontal boundary zone forming right in this region, and all of this moisture will ride along that frontal boundary zone as low pressure develops and pushes that area of moisture from the southwest to the northeast, producing a soaking rain event here in the I-95 corridor tomorrow night. Here's the latest infrared satellite imagery loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. Again, mostly clear skies here in the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. There are a few high clouds. There will certainly be some sunshine today with breezy and cool conditions, but lots of clouds over the Ohio Valley and lots of moisture here in the southwestern part of the U.S. Again, kind of a conveyor belt moving from the southwest U.S. into the central part of the country, and finally by later tomorrow night into the I-95 corridor with a soaking rain event here in D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. The Orioles have Game 1 tomorrow night, and certainly it's in jeopardy in terms of rainfall, at least moving in potentially during the second half of the game, the steadiest rainfall. There can be a few showers anywhere up and down the I-95 corridor during the midday and afternoon hours, but that should slowly evolve into steadier, heavier rain sometime tomorrow night. Well, let's take a look and see how last night's Zero-Z GFS, Global Forecast System, computer forecast model produced here by NOAA, how it handles the upcoming weekend soaking rain event. We'll look at forecast maps at the surface level for tomorrow morning all the way through Sunday morning using 12-hour increments. By tomorrow morning, there'll be kind of a streak of moisture moving into the I-95 corridor during the morning and midday hours. There certainly can be a few showers as early as the latter part of the morning tomorrow, or certainly during the midday hours. The heaviest stuff still out here in the south central part of the U.S. We'll hold off until tomorrow night. Let's now jump ahead 12 hours to the Friday evening forecast map. And here it is by Friday evening. The heavier, steadier rain is moving into the I-95 corridor at this time. Again, the Orioles, the early part of the game may not be much problem with the rainfall, but it should get steadier and heavier as the game progresses, as the evening progresses. Basically, an all-out soaking rain event destined for the I-95 corridor Friday night. Now here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. By this time, low pressure moving off the mid-Atlantic coastline along that frontal boundary zone. The rain starting to taper off, first in D.C., then in Philadelphia, then later on in New York City. Slow clearing, slow improvement from southwest to northeast on Saturday. Again, the best chance for rain early in the day and the best chance for some sun, some improvement late in the day on Saturday. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for Saturday evening. High pressure starting to take control. That low pressure now moves all the way into the offshore area of New England. Should be dry, rain-free, up and down the I-95 corridor for Saturday evening. There is some moisture hanging back here in the southwestern part of the U.S. There could be a shower or two on Sunday. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday morning forecast map. And here it is for Sunday morning. Notice that moisture moves all the way towards the D.C. metro region. Certainly an unsettled weather pattern for the second half of the weekend. Some sun, some clouds, maybe a few showers as well on Sunday. Still on the cool side. This high pressure area will be sitting on top of the northeastern part of the country, and it represents basically the center of a chilly air mass for this time of the year. It'll be fairly cool today, but even cooler on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Certainly below normal for this time of the year on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. At this time Sunday morning, you can see the signs of a frontal system out here in the middle part of the country. Not much moisture at all, but boy, will this change by the latter part of the weekend, early part of next week. Lots of Gulf moisture will push northward ahead of this frontal system, and there is a potential for a heavy rain event here in the mid-Atlantic region somewhere around the time frame of Tuesday night into early Wednesday of next week, and that follows a soaking rain event destined for the region around here on Friday night into the early part of Saturday. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.